the eyes of the people here and just thank each other for this moment. Thank each other for this day, and I tell you what, I can't say enough about my life. But there's a couple things, because I got to tell you, being with people, there's three things. I can go on a lot, how much I love different opportunities. But I'll talk about just things that happened 2 weeks ago. I'll just take 2 weeks of my life. And the first thing I got to say is Orlando, Florida. I got to tell you how much that affected us personally, all our lives, and how much we have to find a way of hate crimes or whatever it is that we see. We have to find a way to, if we see something in our families or Facebook or whatever, we have to be a part of that community. And that hurt. How one man can take out 100 families in a minute, in an instant, and how we feel about that. And I don't know maybe where the answers are, but some way we can find that, just with each other. At work, Facebook, somewhere that we see something that we can just give something back. And the other thing that happened 2 weeks ago was I was with my daughters and we went to see a movie called Me Before You. It's a tearjerker, it's a chick flick, and you know, I can handle all that. And it affected me too, because it just showed in the movie how we should respect people, enjoy life, give to each other's families, and just, you know, just enjoy the moment. And then one of the final things of the last 2 weeks was the kids went back to school. They went back from school to their homes and on summer vacation. And this was happening 2.5 years ago. We went to do a reading book club, a reading thing for kids. And I went to your club, and we asked for money. And what we did, we took 3rd and 4th graders and 8th graders. We supplied them with books for reading, and we were hoping to get most of them back. I had 3 daughters, and they were all in honors English. We had to go buy books every summer, and then they had a test right away when they got back to school. And I said, you know what? It's not just on the English folks. Every kid should have a book for the summer. And you know, not all kids can get to the library, not all kids can go buy a book. So we found a way to start. So last year we didn't know what to do. And what we did this year was we took those books we had left over, we put them together, we made a complete set for the 3rd, 4th, and 8th or 7th graders. And what we did, we got with Narda Murphy, we got with Nancy, and we got with Sandy, the librarian. And now these books are accountable. They actually, when they left the school this year, they signed them out. If they don't bring them back other than a dog bites it, and a dog eats them, or they move, they're going to pay for that book if they don't bring it back. But I think what's going to happen next year in September, we're going to get with the school again, and now we're going to have 5th grade, we're going to have 7th or 6th grade, 8th grade, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade. They'll all get a book. But this time we're going to go to the parents, and we're going to ask for $6. And they're going to be able to be paid for, and the school will have accountability to the librarian again. And guess what? We have a program. And we can write it up, and now we can go to Ingham County, Livingston County, and what we want to look at is Detroit, Flint, Ann Arbor, you know, where the kids really don't have that opportunity. And if the parents can pay $6, and if they can't afford $6, we'll find a way to do it. But we need a reading program. And you know what goes with my reading program? It's the food bank. And I gotta tell you, you know what? I can't say enough about the food bank in this town. Williamson, we do a thing twice a year. And you know what, as part of the heart, everyone that gives, you won't see the people. You don't know the people that are out of food that need the food. And the age limits now are different. But this town is unbelievable. And on my route, guess what? I have food bank every day. These people can come to me and they say, Ron, I got extra today. And you know what? I got to tell you what here right now. Anybody in this town that has a rural care or city care, you can give them food anytime you want. And just say, we don't have to wait till May or November because it's always needed. And I think what's really tough with the schools, these kids have breakfast in the morning. There's some kids, you know, there's so many breakfasts in the morning that they get and that they really look forward to. And the big thing is, on weekends, they get the helping hands, they give these kids, there's about 70 of them. It's important for them to go home with that bag of food. And I gotta tell you, not all of us ever felt hunger or known that there's kids out there in every community that, you know, when they had that one breakfast or one dinner, they don't know when the next one is. And that's a hard life. But you know what? We have a chance to put it together, and I can't say enough for the food. You know what? It's just a great thing for kids. And I gotta tell you, some of my kids don't like the summer. They say it to me all the time. They're missing that breakfast and they're missing that lunch. And then, you know what I mean? That's important to those kids. They wouldn't mind year-round schools for some of them, really. But I have to leave you with one, you know, I have a lot of sayings at work. I have a lot of fun at work. I'll sing a Christmas song in the morning every day. But what I do is, what I learned from Tim McGraw, his song, his country song. And I think if we go by this one, always be humble and kind, I think we can really go a lot farther in this world today. And I can't thank you enough. Again, like I said, I've been here. I love this town, and I know the kids that are raised in this town. We talked about this at the table. These kids are raised in this town. They go get a job. They come back, and guess what? They're looking for a town like this. Water going through it, a McDonald's, a restaurant, a movie theater, a theater on town. They're looking for everything that this town has. And this is a safe town, folks. I gotta tell you, with the police in this town and how things go, you can walk in this town anytime you want, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, folks, and you can feel proud. And this is really a great place to be, and it's going to be like that for a long time because you see these organizations, you see these people around here. We're all blessed, and I'm thankful. And I thank you again for sharing, you know, just what I have today. So thanks again.